All right. So welcome everyone to this Raising Our Vibration meditation for Saturday, October 4th, 2025, or Sunday the 5th, if you are on the other side of our planet. And today we have a practice called your light core. So this is one of our central channel practices, emphasizing the quality of light in the central channel. And today, to give a foundation for our practice, give a little background, I'm going to be reading from this massive book called Chinese Medical Qigong Therapy. And, and this book, I have an original edition of this, which comes in at about, over 1,000 pages. And since this book was first published, it has been expanded 3 times, so it's now over 3,000 pages, and it's now published in 5 separate volumes. So this, if you are really interested in Qigong and the application of Qigong and traditional Chinese medicine in context of spiritual practice and healing, this is just an amazing text. It has literally about everything you would want to know about working with subtle energy, working with chi. And he's also blended this with a wonderful um, spiritual dimension to the practice, which you don't often get when you get the practices straight from China, because they're not allowed to talk about the spiritual dimension in their official channels of teaching. So I experienced that in 2004 when I was in Beijing doing a Qigong training. And when I asked specific questions about the spiritual dimension, that was always pretty quickly shut down in the official channels, although then in the private teaching, you could get access to that. But in this volume, it's all in here, and it's just phenomenal. So like I said, it's now expanded to over 3,000 pages. And so I want to give I'm just going to read briefly from here, and also give a little background for our practice that comes from this source. So at conception, our eternal soul enters the fertilized egg and forms a center that later becomes the heart. So it forms an energetic center, and extending up from that center is a column of energy connecting with the spiritual dimension related to the upper dantian, which then develops within that column of energy, and extending down from that heart center, there's a column of energy connecting with the earth and the energies of the earth, and the lower dantian forms in the lower abdomen related to those energies. So we have this central channel, or what's called in here the Taiji pole, or the light core of the body. And within that are 3 primary energy centers. And these are the first energies that form, and around that, the energy body forms, and within that, the physical body forms. So I'm going to read just a little bit from Dr. Jerry Allen Johnson, who wrote this book, and then we'll move into our practice. So he says on page 42, the eternal soul is rooted into the heart and middle dantian area by a silver cord, which is additionally rooted within the body's Taiji pole, or central channel. When the eternal soul becomes rooted within the body's Taiji pole, it is described as emitting the spark of the supreme fire, or light of God, and is considered a divine fragment of God, or the Tao. It is from this divine resonating light that the body's Taiji pole becomes energized and all three dantians become interconnected. The rooting of the eternal soul is therefore considered the first emanation from the divine source within the human body. Over on the next page, the eternal soul radiates through the physical, energetic, and psycho-emotional domains of human existence. Whole body consciousness is the main characteristic of the eternal soul, which is one reason why going through embodied awareness is such a powerful way to connect with our spiritual energy. Without the interactive process of the eternal soul, energy would have no specific direction and would remain in meaningless activity. The eternal soul radiates energy in all directions throughout the body and is responsible for life and health, as well as the formation and growth of the body. So as we discussed in our Thursday evening practice, in this orientation, this philosophy of life, really, it's the energy body, the spirit body, which forms the energy body, within which then the physical body gains its form and function. All right. So that is, we use that kind of template of the three dantians with the center of the eternal soul and the heart within the central channel or Taiji pole or light core for our practice today. And as we move into our practice, I want to thank all of you who've joined us live on Zoom as well as on Enlightened World Network. Thank you for hosting us for this powerful meditation. So let's move right into our practice. And we're going to begin this practice, as always, with our usual sequence of posture, relaxation, and positive energy cues. And then we'll move into a real focus on sensing this light core of our being. All right, so have your feet firmly on the ground. Rest your hands, palms cupped in your lap with tips of your thumbs touching lightly. And when you're ready, lightly close your eyes. And just take a moment to settle in your seat and be present inside your body. And we begin with basic mindfulness. Just noticing whatever is present in awareness. So you may notice sounds in your environment. You may notice sensations in your body. You may notice lingering thoughts or emotions from your day. And all of this is welcome. All of this is included in our practice. So you're just allowing all of this content to be just as it is. Allowing yourself to be just as you are. And as we begin to settle into our practice, let's dedicate it to the benefit of all beings, that we all might tune into the deeper essence, the spiritual essence of who we are, centered in our hearts, extending up, connecting with the spiritual dimensions of our being, extending down, connecting with the earthly, physical dimensions of our being, and all these different energies which form who we are. As individualized expressions of life. And as we tune into our central core, we find that this core of light, this essence of our being, is an expression of the one life we all share. So by tuning into the core of our being, we realize our oneness with all. And with this realization arises a natural sense of compassion, cooperation, and trust in the source of all. Now let's begin to move deeper into present moment embodied awareness by focusing down into feeling the sensations of contact of the soles of your feet on the ground. So you might wiggle your toes or press your feet down into the ground to bring attention down here. And soften and relax your feet and your toes, feeling as if they're melting deep down into the earth. Feel down into the consciousness of the earth. Feel your connection with this grounded presence. Within which we live. Allow this feeling of grounded presence to flow up through the soles of your feet, up through your shins and calves, up through your knees and thighs, into your hips and pelvic bowl, resting down in your seat. Feel the weight of your body resting down in your seat, resting down on the earth. You are fully present here, now, in this body, on this earth. Focus into your palms and fingers resting cupped in your lap. awaken sensory awareness here in your hands, and allow your hands to soften and relax as if they are melting down into your legs. Feel the soft openness in your hand, connected with the soft openness of your heart. Feel that soft, warm embrace of your hands and heart. As your hands relax even more, allow your arms and shoulders to relax down, releasing any tension in your shoulders, your neck, and your head. Imagine and feel as if a string is attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright like a string of luminous pearls. Feel your spine gently stretched from your perineum and tailbone right up through the core of your body, through the top of your head, where it opens to the vast, clear sky above. Feel the vast openness of the sky, opening your mind. Now tuck your chin just slightly, gently lengthening the back of your neck. Lightly close your lips and breathe in and out through your nose. Nasal breathing is calming to your nervous system. It warms and purifies the air you breathe in. And it increases the production of nitric oxide, which dilates your bronchial tubes and blood vessels, increasing oxygenation and energy to all your cells. As you continue nasal breathing, rest your tongue upon the roof of your mouth, with the tip of your tongue touching the gum line behind your upper front teeth. Soften and relax your tongue here. Softening your tongue is another calming cue, which sends a relaxation signal to the origin of the vagus nerve in your brainstem. So as you soften and relax your tongue even more, feel this relaxation traveling back along your tongue, all the way back into the center of your brain, where it lights up the center of your brain with relaxed, alive presence. Breathe in through your upper nasal passages, drawing your breath, drawing energy right into the center of your brain. And breathe out through the center of your brain to focus the energy here. Now breathe in, drawing energy from the top of your head down into the center of your brain as you inhale. Then breathe out through the center of your brain as you exhale. We're activating, opening this path, this channel of light from the top of the head down into the center of your brain, down into the upper dantian. By focusing attention, imagining and feeling this channel, and breathing along this path. And now breathe in and out through the center of your brain, amplifying the signal here. Feeling the energy, the light of the upper dantian. This storehouse of spiritual connection, spiritual energy, light. Feel this light shining out through your whole brain. Through all your sensory organs, your eyes, your nose, your ears, your mouth and tongue, your teeth and gums, and the nerve roots of your teeth. Feel your whole head, your whole brain, all your sensory organs, fully alive, fully activated, shining brightly. Now, allow this energy to flow from the center of your brain down through the central channel, down through the vagus nerve, down through your neck, down into your heart. Feel this light, feel this energy lighting up your heart. Let's take a few connecting breaths, drawing the energy from the center of your brain down into the center of your heart as you inhale. And then breathe out through your heart as you exhale. Again, connecting, inhale, drawing the energy down, and breathing out through your heart. One more connecting breath. Inhale, draw the energy down. And exhale through your heart. And now breathe in and out through your heart. Feeling your heart warm and open. Allowing the area around your heart to relax and release any tension as you breathe in and out through your heart. Now, allow the energy to flow from your heart down through the central channel, down into the center of your lower abdomen, the lower dantian. Let's take a few connecting breaths. As you inhale, draw the energy from your heart down into the center of your lower abdomen. And then exhale through your lower abdomen, focusing the energy here. So again, connecting breath, drawing the energy down, and breathe out through your lower abdomen. One more connecting breath. And now breathe in and out through your lower abdomen, focusing the energy here. Feel that your breath is feeding the energy of the lower dantian, the lower abdomen. So it feels warm, alive, and full of energy. Now, as you breathe in, feel a downward pressure in your perineum as the lower dantian fills up with energy. And as you exhale, relax and focus into the perineum. So you're allowing energy to gather and collect down here in your perineum. It's very grounded, rooted, earth connected energy. And now, for a moment, just let go of breathing. Focus your attention down into the perineum. And again, feel as if that string is attached to the top of your head, drawing your spine gently upright. Feeling this string of luminous pearls, this channel of light from your perineum right up through the top of your head. And now we're going to breathe up and down through this central channel, this light core. As you breathe in, gently contract your perineum, tuck your chin, and draw a strong in-breath, feeling the energy flowing from your perineum right up through the central channel to the top of your head. Pause and feel this whole channel at once, filled with energy. And then exhale, let go, and allow the energy to effortlessly flow down to the perineum again. We'll take a few more breaths in this way. So draw a deep in-breath, gently squeeze your perineum, tuck your chin. Feel a strong current of in-breath flowing up through the central channel, up through the back of your throat, through the center of your heart, the center of your brain, to the top of your head. Pause and feel this whole channel at once. And then exhale, let go. Feel the energy flowing down, returning to the perineum again. And we'll take one more strong breath in this way. So draw a deep in-breath, feel that downward pressure in your perineum, contract your perineum. Feel this upward current of light, of energy, of breath flowing up, right up to the top of your head. Pause and feel this whole channel at once. And then exhale, let go. Allow the energy to flow effortlessly down. And now let go of breathing. Feel the whole central channel at once. You may feel energy spiraling around and up through the central channel. If you feel that, just allow that to happen. It's not, just focus attention to the whole central channel. Feel this light core of your being. This is your spiritual life force, the essence of who you are as divine light, the energy of your soul. Which runs through the core of your being. And you're now attuned with this energy. Now focus into your heart, right in the center of this light core. Again, breathe in and out through your heart. Feeling the energy of your soul centered in your heart, centered in the light core of your being. Feel your heart shining like the sun. Now let go of focusing on breathing. Feel the light of your soul radiating outward from your heart, out through every cell of your whole body, out through the pores of your skin, out through the light field of your soul all around you. Feel the light field of your soul extended all around you. Now feel this light shining from your heart out through the light field of all life. Now all beings in all dimensions, everywhere, all at once. The whole light field of life. Feel out to the edges of this field and beyond that. And beyond that, there are no edges. Life is infinite. The light shines infinitely in all directions. Rest as this light. And now one more step. Become aware of that within which and from which this light shines. Beyond space and time. beyond names and forms, the source of all. Indescribable, yet unmistakable. What is that like? Vast, still, silent, spacious, luminous, clear, aware, embracing all. Rest as that. Let go. Simply being. Feel your heart as an expression of source of all, pure light of your soul, shining brightly in the vastness. And feel the space of your body formed around your heart. And feel the top of your head open to the light of source. It shines down through your heart. It shines down through your perineum and down into the earth. Feel this connection between heaven and earth centered in your heart. And notice how you feel. Really soak in this feeling. Let it saturate your being. It's unforgettable. This knowing, this felt sense of the light of your soul as the light of source. Feel your feet on the ground, connected with the earth, fully present through this body on this earth. Very slowly begin to open your eyes and take in all these other faces, expressions of the one light, the one life we all share. Thank you for your practice. So as you sit here with your eyes open, feel that light in your heart shining out through the whole space, shining out between us. And if anyone would like to share about the practice, I welcome that, either in the chat or out loud. And feel free to sit quietly as well if you prefer. Monica?
Thank you, Kevin. That was a great practice, and it's so nice to see everybody. Hi, Abby. It was just really wonderful and peaceful, clear.
Hmm.
I could really feel my heart probably the strongest in all of them, but they're all starting to really feel a connection together. They all have a different energetic feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
The three dantians?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I started seeing kind of like when I was in my heart, I kind of felt and started seeing like a just like a light opening up, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a nice feeling. And I had a question for you. Kevin, when you like feel that channel, does it feel like really solid to you, like a real connecting all of them, like a pole, or like what does it feel like for
Yeah.
you?
It feels like uh okay, if you know a fluorescent light that's real long,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like in the ceiling, and then just take that and run that right up and down through the center. That's kind of what it feels like to me.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Does it feel like solid, or does it feel like it's
It feels energized. I
oh,
wouldn't say solid. I would
oh,
just say like a strong flow of energy, of light. Um,
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Well, thank
But
you.
it wasn't, I mean, I've done these practices for 40 years. So,
Mhm.
it didn't start that way I didn't start by feeling that way. That, and also the different dantians would be more or less open at different points in the practice, and then the connection between them. So the dantians opened up, like, for example, in uh, 1994, when I had my first Reiki attunement, the upper dantian, right with that attunement, the upper dantian just lit up. Just I wasn't focusing on it. I wasn't doing anything. It just poof, it was just there, and I became aware of it for the first time. Previously, in my Tai Chi practice, I'd felt a lot of energy in the lower dantian because that was the focus of Tai Chi practice. So that had been really um, apparent. And then over time, by connecting those to the energy of the heart center, for me, it started to open in the connection, the whole channel. So, and I think that is very individual to each person, how that is. Like Monica, you're a super heart-centered person. So I imagine you feel the heart just right away. And and I think each of us have our own, dominant um, or most naturally open energy centers. So I think it's unique to each of us how it arises, how it progresses. Uh, yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, thank you, Monica. Abby and then Deb. There we go.
Yes, hello. I forgot how to use this Zoom thing. Long time. Uh, the truth is that I didn't want to say anything, but thank you. It was a great experience. But after hearing you, I wish that I could feel the energy so concrete as you do.
Hmm.
But in this session, what I felt is like I was going home again. I was
Mm.
going home and I felt very pleasantly in my home. So, like you said, it's different perspectives, but
Hmm.
still, I would love to feel the energy as concrete as you do, maybe sometime. And thank you very much. And hello to everybody.
Mm. Thank you, Abby. And I think that what you expressed there is exactly what, like tuning into that soul frequency. It like you're, there's, and then that connection with sort, that's my home. That's my home frequency. There it is right there. So, that's how that's just a natural expression of who you are. And so that's perfectly suited to this meditation, that experience. And if you're doing, if you do this type of three dantian or central channel breathing practices each day, then the feeling of it awakens more and more. And that's something I've done, like I said, for over 4 decades, is to do this attunement with the central channel. So it just awakens more and more just by doing practices like this and doing related um, practices. It also um, helped you also. What I've found is that every other dimension of my life feeds into that energy. Like my physical vitality, if I'm eating well and I'm resting well and I'm managing stress and I'm hydrated and I'm in an environment that's energetically healthy. Uh, all those, spending time in nature, spending time in the sun, all these things feed that feeling of energy. So it all makes a difference in feeling it. So thank you, Abby. Uh, Dad?
Yeah.
And I think Sandy also. And then,
So,
okay.
yeah, I was glad that the meditation lasted a long time
Mm,
because I just felt my body waking up. And
mm,
by the end, I just felt um, heat, I would say, throughout the entire core,
mhm. Yeah.
and stillness, incredible stillness.
Mm,
And I just didn't want to quit. Wanted to
mhm.
stay there, just
Yeah.
stay there.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel different. I didn't feel any difference from here to here. I felt
Mhm.
just complete, I don't know, just alive and
Yeah.
uh, increasingly alive.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful.
I didn't want to stop.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So maybe that's similar to the home feeling,
yes.
being
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
feels like,
yeah,
oh, this is where I want to be. This is
yeah. I just want to be here.
uh,
I don't want to leave. I want to be here. Yeah,
yeah, this
exactly.
is my
So
essential being. My
yeah, uh,
yeah, yeah, beautiful.
yeah. All right. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Sandy, did you have?
Yes, I was on a webinar today, and what did we study? But the dantians, the three levels of them, lower, middle, and upper.
Yeah,
And so when I heard you say that, it's like, oh my goodness sakes, it's
that's
just kind of
synchronicity.
so much radiating energy power of that pillar of light that just comes straight from I love it how you talk about the perineum, because as a nurse that's totally my language. And then you talk about the pelvic bowl, and when I see the pelvic bowl, I picture like your insight timer, it's got that brass.
Yes, yes,
And I
exactly.
picture that as our pelvic bowl,
Hmm.
and just radiating all this wonderful sound and melodies and energy coming up through there. And
Mm.
and it's just like a big pillar or column of light that just radiates all the way up, all the way out into the universe, and comes back and flows back and forth like a reversing and flowing waterfalls, all at
Mm.
the same time as beautiful crystals coming through, no special lights or colors, but just pure brilliance.
Mm.
So for you taking us through that, or me especially, is exceptionally powerful. I was so open to receive anyhow. So thank
Mhm.
you so much. It's brilliant, and I can hardly wait, like I always do, to listen again. And always your meditations take me deeper, higher, and more awakening, as you mentioned that word.
Mhm.
Each time we awaken more. So thank you so much.
Oh, beautiful. Love those descriptions. Yeah, that really is poignant. And I think you were really, that points to uh, how you were primed for the experience too, just by receiving information about it and tuning into it ahead of time. Um, that's where, like, consistently practicing this type of thing, we're always primed for it, right? If we're doing some of it every day. So thank you for your description. That was awesome. Thank you. Okay, I've seen other hands, I think Bill and Brian. So let's go in that order. Just
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. That was a beautiful session. And I'd say maybe halfway through it, where they're moving this center light down through the body. All of a sudden the lights in the center is, and all of a sudden it branched out like this, and it was just pure bright white light, eh? And I just went, then it just moved down through me, and
mm,
I could stay there all.
yeah.
That's my place,
Yes.
kind of thing. That's my place. It just and it's I don't know how to express it. Maybe oneness, total, complete oneness in this field that we live in.
Mhm.
Just totally present,
Mhm.
completely.
Mm.
And I kind of think that's likely what life is, except we get stalled off and attractions here, there, and everywhere. But I think that center, at least for me, that center light that opens up and becomes oneness, and an absolute presence like that. I can just like I just stay there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for life,
Mhm.
but that was just, that's where it is. So
Thank you, Bill.
thank you ever so much, Kevin. That
Yeah.
was beautiful.
Thank you. Love that. Brian?
Yeah, man. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
I had an interesting experience. It's just as we were starting, I went to the other room, had a nice comfortable chair, feet on the ground, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden my whole body hurt like crazy.
Mm.
My whole body throbbed.
Mm.
I said, okay, this is interesting,
Yeah.
And especially like my hands and my feet and whatever. But as I did the process, it all kind of relaxed away.
Mm.
I thought, hey, this is really neat. Hey, pain, here's a way just to be present in love and healing just easily, right?
Mhm.
It was very relaxing. And then when afterward, I'm sitting here thinking about maybe I'll say something, and
Mhm.
when I started getting tension in my shoulders up in here,
Mhm.
and I said, oh, maybe I can just love my way in, that go too.
Oh.
And they just went right away.
Oh, beautiful.
So I feel very heart opened.
Mm.
And I feel an awful lot of energy in my upper dantian.
Mhm.
And it was just lovely. And oh, by the way, Wendy sends her love to you all.
Yes.
She was in a class since 8 to 2:30 today, and
okay. Worn out.
didn't have the wherewithal to.
Yeah.
But she would have loved to have come. She loves you all so much, and she says to send her love to you.
Oh, send our love back to her as well.
Actually, she sent that to me psychically.
Okay.
And I just tuned in with her.
Send it back through the field to her.
Yeah, it was beautiful. I just thought of her, and I thought of her love for you guys and all of us, and then I just lit up like a beam. It was so beautiful. So, thank you. You're most appreciated, everybody.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, and that brings up a really great point that I emphasize near the end of my practice every day, is just sitting in that and just allowing that to just work its way through whatever is happening in this little system here, and just allowing it to release or heal or awaken or whatever it wants to do. Just being like, okay, here I am, just move through in whatever way is beneficial. And sounds like you had that beautiful healing release by doing that. So thank you. Thanks for that. Karen, yes.
Hi, I just want to say it was very powerful, and thanks to everyone for sharing. I could relate so much. And Brian, I too had kind of that healing effect of this practice. And I can't tell you, I mean, it's like, where do you go to communicate with the soul? And this is it, these subtle energy meditations put you in touch with your soul. And it's so beautiful. It's beyond, it's really beyond description. And Kevin, I just wanted to ask you for the name of that book. I didn't get in on time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it is called The Chinese Medical Qigong Therapy by Jerry Allen Johnson. Oh, I don't know if that will show up. No, I think it won't. It is, well, I have the original edition, which is over 1,000 pages. And it's now, he's tripled it, and it's released in 5 volumes of over 3,000 pages total.
Oh my
So
goodness.
it's just a compendium of everything you could possibly want to know about Qigong subtle energy and how it's used therapeutically in your system.
Can you repeat the name, please?
Yes. Chinese Medical Qigong Therapy. Qigong is Qigong therapy, and it's by Dr. Jerry Allen Johnson, PhD.
Thank you.
And DTCM and DMQ. So he is there's nothing like it. This is just a phenomenal life work that he has shared with us. And the whole thing, now I just looked it up today just because I knew I'd be sharing it with you. The whole thing costs $400. So it's quite the but you can buy each of the 5 volumes for $80. Anyway, yeah, it's a great resource, and I'm reading in it all the time. I have been since I got it in the year 2000. So it's endless what you can learn. So, all right. Well, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for engaging in this practice. As we all know, who gather regularly here, the group just adds so much energy to our practice. So thank you all for fully engaging in it. Thank you for those who are watching on Facebook, and thank you to Enlightened World Network for hosting us on your wonderful platform. So these sessions are the first and third weekend of every month. at 3:30 Saturday Pacific time. And then we also have a Thursday evening ROV Meditation Book Club, which meets at 5:30 Pacific time. And we are going through the Subtle Body Practice Manual in those sessions currently. So all are welcome to all our sessions. They're free to all. And you can invite anyone you would like to join us. All right. Well, thank you all again. Lots of love to all of you.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank you,
being
everybody.
here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.